lovely people, and welcome to Mountain Yoga. My name is Alex, I'm one of the instructors here, and I'm going to take you through 5 different moves that are aimed at beginners but you can do at any point in the day. It's just going to help to open the body up, feel really nice, and just improve your mobility. Anybody that suffers with lower back pain, irritation in the shoulders, this is the one for you. So we're going to start in a lying down position, bringing the heels towards the wide corners of the mat and lower the back line of the body down. So you want to feel like you're lifting the shoulder blades up and down the back, tuck the tailbone underneath you, just let the back of the body be flat onto the floor. Take a couple of breaths, just to ground down, try and draw it into the belly, then the ribs, then the chest, and then exhaling from the chest, then the ribs, then the belly. When you're ready, we're going to bend both knees in towards the chest, wrapping the arms around, give yourself a little rock from side to side. Bringing yourself back to centre, take a deep breath in. Exhale, nose to knees. Inhale, lower the back down. Exhale, nose to knees. Inhale to lower. Exhale, nose to knees. Inhale to lower. Releasing the arms from the knees, we're going to cactus out the arms so you're bending the elbows 90 degrees, bringing the back of the hands to the floor. If that's too much on the shoulders or you feel the elbows lifting, just take the arms out nice and wide. Draw the belly button towards the spine first to engage the core, and then dropping both knees down towards the right, and we're going to look over the left shoulder. So knees are going one way, head's going the other. We're just getting that twist through the midline of the body. You want to keep the shoulders down onto the mat so the chest is nice and open. We're not compromising that openness through the chest. Slowly bringing the knees back to centre, and then drop both knees down towards the left, looking over the right shoulder. If you feel the shoulders are up by the ears, just drop them down the back. Again, stronger stretches is with those bent elbows, and you want the elbows in line with the shoulders. Bringing the knees back to centre, we're going to place the hands onto the back of the thighs, and then rock and roll the length of the spine 2 or 3 times. Come into a seated position at the front of your mats. Come into a nice cross-legged position, bringing the hands to rest on the knees. Lift the shoulders up, back and down, just release the neck. We're then sweeping the right arm up, spreading through the fingers, place the fingers on the opposite side of the head. Draw the ear down towards the shoulder, and then you're lifting the left shoulder blade up, back and down. Try and drop it down the back. As you drop the shoulder blade, you'll start to feel that stretch all the way down the side of the neck, maybe a little bit through the throat as well. It's quite a strong stretch into the trap, so if you've got a lot of tension here, this is a really nice one. Bringing the head back up to centre, releasing the hands back to the knee. Lift the shoulders up, back and down a couple of times, just floss through those nerves at the top of the shoulders. Sweeping the left arm up, spreading through the fingers, place the fingers on the opposite side of the head. Ear down towards the shoulder, and then lifting the right shoulder up, back and down. Again, drop the shoulder blade down the back, just until you feel that lengthening sensation. Slowly bringing the head back up to centre, bringing the hands back to the knees, and then give the shoulders a couple of rolls. Just release any tension through the neck. Placing the hands flat onto the floor in front of you, we're going to tuck under the toes and step back to your tabletop position. So grounding down into the fingers, you want to make like little claws with the hands, just so that we're distributing the weight evenly. And then the shoulders are on top of the wrists, so we're stacking joint on top of joint. Again, keeping everything nice and stable. We're going to come into cat-cow from here. So nice and slowly start to soften the spine down, lift the chest and the heart forwards. As you exhale, rounding through the back, bring the chin into the chest, try and dome up through the shoulders. Inhale, softening the spine down, lift the chest and the heart forwards. Exhale, rounding up through the back, doming up through the back. So continue this a couple of times, inhaling to lift the chest, exhaling to dome through the back. We're just boosting the circulation to the spine. This is really good for the lower back and getting into the shoulders as well. When you're ready, coming back to a neutral spine, And then give the hips and the shoulders a little rock from side to side. Just release any tension from the waist. From here, we're going to come into a bit of shoulder mobility. So we're going to thread the needle, placing the left hand into the center of the mat. As you inhale, sweeping the right arm up, open up through the chest. Exhale, sweeping the arm underneath the ribs. Take the back of the hands, back of the arm down. Don't let the shoulder touch the floor. Inhale, sweep the arm up, open up through the chest. Exhale, sweeping the arm underneath, really stretch all the way to the fingers. Draw the belly button in. Inhale, lifting the arm up. This time as you sweep the arm under, we're going to take the back of the hands, back of the arm down towards the floor, and then taking the right hand up towards the top right corner. Crawl the fingers as far away from you as feels comfortable. And again, just softly drawing that belly button in to protect the lower back. This might be strong enough for you and you can stay here. Otherwise, we're sweeping that right arm up and placing the hand onto the lower back. You might even be able to wrap it around the head of the thigh and then rotate the chest upwards. Slowly bringing that top hand back down to the mat and then coming back up to your tabletop position. Give the hips a little rock from side to side. This time we're bringing the right hand into the center of the mat. As you inhale, sweep the left arm up, open up through the chest, stretch to the fingers. Exhale, sweep the arm underneath the ribs. Inhale, lift it up, open the chest. Exhale, sweep it under. Last one, inhale, open up. And this time as you sweep the arm under, bringing the back of the hands, back of the arm down to the mat, bring the side of the head to the floor, and then that right hand is coming up towards the top right corner. Again, if you're happy here, staying here, or you can sweep the right arm up, place the hands either on the lower back, or you might be able to hook it around the head of the thigh, and then rotate the chest up. So you're getting that twist through the thoracic part of the spine, as well as boosting the circulation to the shoulder and the rotator cuff. Taking the right hand back down to the mat, release the underneath arm, come back to your tabletop position, and just give the hips and the shoulders a little rock from side to side. The next move that we're going to come into is we're coming into downward dog. So tucking under the toes on both feet, lift the hips high towards the sky. And then the feet are about hip width distance apart. Now my legs are nice and straight as I'm quite open through the hamstrings. You might need to take a soft bend in the knees and keep the heels off the floor. Again, neither of that is wrong. We're just making sure that we've got this nice straight spine. So you're trying to create an upside down V shape with the hips being the highest point of you. If you are very tight through the hamstrings, you might need to take a little bend and a stretch through the legs, just increasing that flexibility, boosting the blood flow to the back line. Another option that we can come into is to step the feet out towards the wide edges of your mats, and then step the hands about a hand's distance back towards the feet so you've shortened your stance. Again, if you need to take a bend in the knees, absolutely fine. Take the right hand underneath the body. You can either grab for the top of the leg, you might be able to reach the calf or the ankle, and then twist yourself underneath that left armpit. Try and send the seat bones back behind you so the hips are square. You can come up onto the fingertips if you need to, or for a stronger stretch, nice flat palm. Bringing the hands back down to the mats, we're going to give it a go on the other side. So taking the right hand underneath the body, either grabbing for the top of the left leg, the calf, or you might be able to reach the ankle, and then twist yourself underneath the armpits. Again, sending the seat bones back. If you need to come up onto the fingertips, all good, or you can flatten the palm for that stronger stretch. It's really opening up through the back line of the legs here. So just be kind to yourself, take as much of a bend in the knees as you need to. Bringing the hands back down to the mat and then step the feet back to hip width distance apart. Start to slowly walk the feet towards the hands and then bringing the feet so that they're hip width distance apart. We're going to come into our forward fold from here. So you can come up onto the fingertips, you might need to bring the hands up onto the shins, and again if the back of the legs are tight, keep a soft bend in the knees. Inhale to lift the chest, you've got a flat back. Exhale, hinging from the waist, forward folds. Just let the heads be nice and heavy. You might want to nod it yes 3 times and shake it no. Just release any tension from the back of the neck. The weight is ideally in the balls of the feet, so you've almost got the sensation of tipping forwards, just so we're engaging from the Achilles all the way up to the top of the glutes. The hands can rest on the mat. You can put them on around the back of the legs, or it might feel more comforting to grab for opposite elbows behind the heads and maybe give yourself a little rock from side to sides. Releasing the hands and bringing them back down to the mats. Bending softly into both knees and then slowly rolling up through the spine, heads coming up last. When you get to the top, lift the shoulders, back and down. So that's just a couple of moves aimed at beginners, but it's good for anybody, really good for overall mobility. It's a nice way to start or finish your day, just to open up and let the body unwind. If you liked our video, give us a little like. We're open 7 days a week. If you want to join us for a class, have a little look on the website. Otherwise, have a wonderful day. Thanks, guys.